Oh, another late night stream. My goodness. Hello. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. I don't know where you guys are, but hello. Oh, pretty tired. Holy balls. Let's see if we can make this into a short stream. I'm asked to go to work tomorrow. So I don't know when I'm taking my day off. Hopefully it's a Saturday. And sleep in. Ooh. We'll see. I'm tired today. Tired. EP. This. There you go. So, if I do this, yeah, I wouldn't lock this in place. Okay. Hello. You guys hearing that? The sound. That's because I just wanna stream about this. I'm big enough. I can't tell. Let's go bigger. Oh, ha. Been training my ears today, and as well as talking while streaming because I cannot do that. So I'm on the best information site there is, Reddit. See if we can get some topics because I cannot talk for love of me. I just like to just chill down and kind of, say whatever's happening in front of me. So we're gonna have things in front of me to talk about, things to yap about. I mean, I could try to explain like the lore of Warhammer. They're just kissing. Oh, okay. Here you go. Okay. We are at dial.gg/sound. This is this website over here. Quite like it. It's quite nice. I've been playing it since yesterday. Not the best, but you know. I'm tired. Oh my goodness! Someone typed out an infinite hotel room over Reddit. I don't like this. There's too many numbers. Well, I'm not good at math. Yeah, it's essentially you just want to match the sound that you heard earlier. Somewhere here, close. Cubby. But yeah, no. I've been streaming, but I've been also just privating them or unlisting them because I'm like, I'm not too happy with that stream, or something happened that I just wasn't like. I think it's 8:42, 8:53. Close enough. The game's pretty simple. Eight could be 875, 842, 845. Whoops, that was close. There's a 5 and an 8 in there. Somewhere here. Oh, it was close. This is supposed to be the easy one too. Oh, I forgot. Yap, yap. We gotta yap. Things yap. Here. Close. Nice. Uh, since I've been playing this game, I noticed that my the higher hertz, I believe, yeah, hertz are I'm kind of tone deaf on them. Like I can still hear them, but not as like powerful as it's supposed to be. So I'm kind of like kind of scared that I'm like, dang, am I gonna go? Like am I tone deaf at this point? Have I screwed up my ears during my work in constructions? Could be a little high. That's fine. That's the whole game over here, by the way. It's close. I'm off by a certain amount of number. 16, I think. No, I changed it. Oh, it was close. It was a 177. It's fine. Awesome. Ooh, I'm off by that amount of number. Okay, I got this. 22. No, I'm a dumbass. 21.21 hertz. That's nice. 10, 10, 10. It has been my highest one. Just gonna. Okay, okay, don't look, don't look, don't look. Sorry, God, don't look. I just wanna show off. I definitely did not screenshot that. 48.2. That's good. I think this is the highest I've ever been. Oh, um the Japan trip. I forgot about that. Okay, we're on chasingfoxes.com now. There's a few questions in here. Okay, I'm probably gonna do, but I wanna yap about Japan. Japan was great. My friends and I went into Hokkaido. Yeah, why is this? It's light mode. I don't want light. It's bothering my eyes. It's too hard. Oh, can I do this now? Hold on. Close. No, let me lock in on this for a bit. Oh, I don't know if you guys can hear this. It's just hurts. Nice. Might be off here. Might be this one. Oh, I'm not too sure about this. Ah, close. Ah. My browser history. Yeah, this the last one was really hard. Nice. I did that. But yeah. Oh, yeah. The Japan trip. It was good. It was great. It oh, wonderful. Yeah. Um. What do you call this? Yeah. My friends and I went into Hokkaido. Let me pull up my picture so I can kind of go through with this the not the story but the events that happened, events that folded. 20, 26, 26, 26, 26, 26. All right, November. All right, so I think we left February 17th. We left our airport, and it was like no, point one. Let's put one off. Um, it was an overall, I think, a good 16-hour flight from. I wonder if I have a screenshot of it. I do not have a screenshot of it. Dang. Uh, well, I can probably just do math in there. 9:15 into 16 hours. Okay, 16 hours plus 3. So that's. Oh my god, am I doing math? Oh, somewhere about 18 to 20 hours of like from our home airport to the Airbnb in Hokkaido, plus a layover. Um, so the group was split into two groups. One had their own ticket, and then the other three had or another ticket, which was which oh I cannot English, which I was a part of because money, because we took Zip Air, which wasn't too bad depending on how you see it. Because it was like what do you call this? It's like budget airplane. Might be off here for a bit, like 8 off, 6. But yeah, there wasn't any entertainment system or free in-flight meals. You had to like pay for them in advance, or you can just buy them off, which was like $20 to $30, I believe, per meal. And I'm like, nah, I'll just bring my own. Mm. And I ended up asking my friend to buy a crap ton of onigiris before a day before the flight, and then I made the mistake of like freaking putting them in the fridge. So the next day they were like crumbly. Like if you haven't eaten rice or onigiris in general, once you freeze them, they tend to get harder. They're like, oh, what's the best way? They're like peas hard. They crumble. It's like grouped up sand, but like bigger. It's not the most pleasant feeling because especially when you eat them, they're like they're essentially like small soft rocks. inside your mouth and you're just chewing it. I'm like, so yummy. But I couldn't complain. I also baked a pot of non normal brownies. Yeah, I don't do uh the green stuff. I didn't put any in it because I don't want to be. That's no point of doing that. But yeah, the flight was okay to say the least. So, yikes. Um, though before the flight, I joked about uh trying to get with a can't believe I'm about to say this. I don't have to say it, but I joked about getting a mid Japanese woman to let us stay there so we can have like a place to stay for free. And I guess it got kind of halfly, you know, what is granted that wish as granted. And during the flight, I had this I mean, bless her heart, right? She's probably one of the nicest person I've ever sat beside with. But I had this old, not old, I want to say like a early grandma, like a baby grandma, I would say, that sat beside me when we were boarding. And so I was like, oh, okay, sure. Like, I guess she must sit. Her seat is in the middle, right? So, the plane finished boarding all the passengers, and then beside her was an empty spot, and I'm like, and I'm expecting her to move to that empty spot because I'm a dude and I'm brown, and that's like a combination of a no, right? Of someone as a no, or as someone who you don't really want to sit beside to. Granted, I showered and I didn't put on any perfume, but I put on my 72 hours deodorant, so I was good for like 2 more hours. uh, but yeah, that lady didn't move, and briefly, and not briefly, but she fell asleep quite quickly. And she fell asleep on my arms, and I was like, "Damn, we didn't even take off yet, and she's already asleep." So I'm like, all right, I couldn't move, right? It's like one of those like when a cat or a dog falls asleep on top of you, or just resting on you, you just can't move. Yeah, that was me essentially for majority of the flight to Tokyo, because that's where we needed to go. And that was our first stop. She woke up a few times. I was sitting on the sorry. Let me paint the picture clear. I was sitting on the aisle on the middle of the plane. So there was like three seats on the left, and then there's my three chairs, and then there's the other three chairs on the right. Those were all filled up. The It's just happened that the seat beside her didn't show up or something like that. And she was just on my shoulder for majority of the flights. I'm like, okay, whatever. I kind of just used my left arm, because that was my free arm, as well as my feet, to grab all the foods and snacks I had in my bag. Or like just water. It was an interesting flight, to say the least. And I tried my best falling asleep, but nothing. Okay. Dang, it's close. Um, yeah, no, I tried to fall asleep. I think I fell asleep maybe 3 to 6 times, somewhere in that time. And it was it's not bad, but I just couldn't sleep there like for a good. I couldn't sleep like how she was sleeping essentially, which I got very jealous of, and I was like, damn, kind of mad, kind of jealous. You know, I kind of want to sleep like that too. Like, bro, I want to sleep like that, and I want to sleep like I want to sleep like a doozy, you know. So, yeah. Wait, hold on. Let me put some music onto the. Give me a second. It's not just me talking. What do I put that doesn't get DMCA? Happy birthday. Ah, I'll put some rain sounds on and I'll just put their link in the behind. Okay, give me a second. Let me be a good streamer and give you guys some good old rain sounds. There we go. Soft rain sounds. Okay. Yes, that will work. There you go. Now there's rain in the background. Very, 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 very faintly. But yeah, no, the flight went pretty good. I read manga. I don't know which one I read, but I finished a manga. I couldn't download any shows because I don't have Netflix, Crunchyroll, or whatever. So I was just I just oh wait no I did download a few YouTube videos of various types of VTubers and their karaoke sessions because I pirate a lot of stuff. Like I think I'm just because my phone has the ability to dual screen. So I had the video player going and I was just reading, which was kind of nice. Which was really really nice. Which one did I read? That I read another one that I caught up on. Gotcha Akuda, I think. Caught up on. I haven't read it ever since the flight, but yeah. But enough talking about the flight. We landed. It was smooth, except for the fact that I don't know why I do this, but I gave like for the three of us about an hour and a half to go through the Japanese immigration system, which to my mind before, right, I'm like, yeah, I think this is enough time to for us to reach the domestic flight. So we land. I don't know what frick, did I delete the emails? Let's see, this is let's see. So we landed there at around 4. Yeah, 4. And then dang, and I'm like, oh, our connecting flight is at 30. Wait, hold on, I can pull up the receipts. So I can tell this accurately. So I can do zip here. You to ULA. Okay, so we landed there at 12:45, and I think we got out of the plane around 1, close to 1, and then we walked through immigration, and the next flight was in Jetstar. Is it this? Yeah, so we landed at 12:45 and the flight is at 2:25. Our domestic flight from not Naruto, Tokyo to Hokkaido. And I was like, yeah, no, like to me that sounds like enough time, but it wasn't because I'm like, oh shit, I forgot about immigration. But luckily, the Japanese visitor immigration is fairly easy to go through as long as you kind of know where to go. But yeah, so we land in Terminal 1. This is very important because I didn't know that domestic flights domestic flights are not in Terminal 1. They're in Terminal 2, I believe. Terminal 2 or no. Yeah, Terminal 2. And we're like, oh shit. like this is my second time to Japan. I've never had to do this before because my first trip I was with JAL, Japanese airline, and essentially we landed there and there was another connecting flight inside Terminal 1. So we're like, oh okay, like we're good to go here. I've never been to this Terminal 2, and so like, how the fuck do we get there? Do I have to pay a bus? Do I have to pay a bus fare or something like that? Thankfully, there's one bus that just goes around there. Goes around. So we were like, oh shit, okay, let's go there, because I think it was around. What time is it now? 1:40ish that we got through immigration. We got our stuff and we were just walking around. We're like, damn, where is Jetstar's location so we can check in, because the cutoff for checking in is I think 2:05 or 2:10, and like we were running out of time. It's it's pretty bad now. It's pretty bad. I'm like, oh shit, like damn, fuck, I didn't do the cancellation. If in any cases that I need to rebook it, or if I can cancel it, right? So like I didn't do it because I thought, I fully believed that we will make it. And so I was like, oh shit. And so I had to go to the front desk and I was like, yo, how do we get into this terminal? And then obviously I said that in the most nicest way possible, right? And we were like, oh yeah, you just have to take this bus. And I'm like, oh okay, sure. We found the yellow marked bus, I believe, like the yellow station. And as soon as we got there, the bus came in. We were like, oh, thank goodness, we didn't have to wait, because I think the waiting time is about 10 to 15 minutes per bus. I'm not too sure on the busier hour, but when we got there, it wasn't too busy. Yeah, no, it wasn't too busy. So we get into the domestic terminal. I don't remember, Terminal 2 or 3, and we go to we find the Jetstar location, which was tucked away in a freaking corner. And we're like, oh okay, let's just check in our luggages again, because we didn't have the connect thing. So we do that. We all go to the automated station, and then I get a problem. I'm like, oh shit. The person comes in. They're like, hey, I'll help you go through this. I'm like, thank you. So he helps me go through it, and he goes, you gotta line up. I'm like, what the? Okay, sure. So I line up, right? I see two of my friends still going through theirs. I'm lining up. One of them drops off their luggage at the drop-off station, and then I turn around. I see my other friend lining up with me. I'm like, what's wrong with you? So it turns out that they moved my seat. Oh, hold on. So this is the second time I got my seat moved because on the first flight from my country to from Canada's airport into Tokyo, my seat got moved as well. So I wasn't supposed to sit beside the woman too. So I was supposed to sit behind just behind my friend so I can just share my food with him. But I got moved and I was like, oh, okay. And so they did the same thing with my domestic flight going to Hokkaido. I'm like, oh shit. They moved me again. And they moved me into to the very front of the plane, which was the which was I think the emergency exit seats, which wouldn't give you any table and wouldn't give you any like storage in for your personal belongings, your personal carry-ons. Yeah, the small bags, right? And I carried two small bags. Well, one was enough to like fit into the other small bag, but I'd have to like forcefully put it in. And so we go through the immigration. It's freaking like two. What time? What time is the flight? 2:25. We get okay. We finish around 2:15 ish. I like okay, we're all good. Okay, now we gotta find where our boarding shit is. It's all the way at the other side of the fucking Terminal 2 building, so we started fucking booking it. And once we get there, they're already boarding the they're like halfway through the boarding or no, they just started the boarding process. And I'm one of the priorities because I was sitting in front. I was sitting in the emergency seats. So like we got there and then boarded. We're all not all of us, but I'm wearing like 3 layers at this point because I'm expecting snow, right? Not like the Tokyo weather. I'm expecting like cold weather, so I'm wearing my boots. I'm wearing I believe I was just wearing jeans, but my top was a long sleeve, a jacket, and a like a just a simple hoodie. The Saba hoodie. I wore that, and as well as my what do you call these? What do you call this? It's a raincoat for snowboarding. Oh, it's a shell. It's a shell. That's what I wore. So we were all booking it. I don't have time to like take my jacket and my shell rain. I'll call it rain jacket off. So I'm like sweating as soon as I got there. I was like fully all sweating because I was wearing a toque as well. Yeah. So that was not helpful. Um, we boarded. We had like 5 minutes to spare to say the least before it was like insane like that 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 was just the first of many miracles that happened during that trip in Hokkaido. It was insane. But yeah, we made it through. um we landed to Hokkaido, which was the I didn't get the window seat, but I sat in the middle. But from what I saw, it was like, oh man, it was beautiful because you get like flat grounds, but then you'd see mountains and hills. Like it was unreal to see, especially if you're coming from like Vancouver. Because I don't think we got any snow, any major snow at least. We got like 3 hours of snow, maybe five in all of our winter in the 2026 winter season. So for me, it was like, wow, this is like this was really really nice. Um, so yeah, we landed safely, thank goodness. The other three was their flight was the next day, and I'll go over that really soon. But let me just speed up through this because it's been 37 minutes of me just yapping about Japan. Japan trip, and I'm supposed to be playing this game. I'm sorry. Let me let me give you some stimuli as well. Hold on. Let me give you this. Oh, it's like- I don't know how to add it on. I don't know how to add it on. Except yeah, I don't know how to add it on. If I just do, hold on. Media, media. No, it wouldn't be media. Um. Oh well. I don't know how to do it at this point. I guess it's just gonna be a yapping session. Let me do this one more. It's over here. Dang, close. It's a good score though. Ah, still not enough. Yeah, I'll keep that in there. So there's multiple sounds happening. But yeah, no, where was that shit? Yeah, second trip, not second trip. 2 flights at once. We landed in Sapporo. We took the train, bullet train, not the bullet train, the JR lane to our spot, and then we had to do a transfer into a local train. And once we got out of the train, it's like it. When we were waiting for the local train, it started snowing. It was like, oh, it was magical. It was so good. Like you can see snowflakes just falling and sticking to the ground. I'm like, this is what I've been waiting for. Uh, but hold me off that though, because we got onto the train and we started doing our walk. The snows in Hokkaido. I was like I did my research on it, and I was like, yeah, no, I'm expecting it to be like either knee or like freaking me height, I guess, for my knee to like a good 6 feet tall. Like I was already expecting it, but damn, damn, bro. It was insane. It wasn't even like it was taller, and it was like packed ice. It was essentially packed ice, right? So I was like, dang. It was. I want to say it's unexpected, but it should have been. It just blew me, right? Uh, we got to our train station, or yeah, the train station near Airbnb, and then we stopped by 7-Eleven. Mind you, one of one of the people that came with us was their first time going to Japan, and Hokkaido being your first time was like, oh, it was absolute cinema. I'll tell you that as an experience. If your first time in Japan and it's Hokkaido, it's absolute cinema. I think he enjoyed it, but yeah. But we stopped by 7-Eleven because we were like, yeah, let's just get some some beer, because as someone who lands in Japan as a tourist, obviously you're gonna go for a beer. And so we kind of just we didn't stay there because it was like a 7-Eleven inside the station, like just right before the gates. So we just grabbed some snacks, some chicken sandwiches, 2 beers, and then coffee. And then we did our walk during the snow, which was starting to pick up like really, really badly. the wind was starting to get into our faces. And like, okay, let's we grudged for like 10 minutes from the station to the Airbnb, and thankfully it was just a straight line. I think I can show you guys a picture of it. Give me a second. Let me pull maps. Oh my god, why is it a? Thank you. Okay, hold on. So if I do this. Okay, there you go. So supporters over here. Where Shiroishi, I think it was our stop. Shiroishi. Here you go. Shiroishi, here you go. Yeah. So our Airbnb should be, hold on. 7-Eleven. That's this. Plus Papako. It was somewhere here. So from here towards here, it's just a 10, I guess an 18-minute walk. No, you just go straight here. You don't have to go around there. Okay, hold on. I did it wrong. Sorry, from here, directions to here. Yeah, like a 10-minute walk because there was like a crap ton of snow around there. And dang, this is on day mode. It's killing my eyes. Like the snow wasn't too bad, but yeah. So we walked all of this. There was like hills of snow all around it. Just change it over here. Yeah, but there was like hills of snow all around this area over here. In here there was a 7-Eleven Lawson here, and then we didn't stop there because we had like a luggage and then our backpacks, so we were just like, let's just go to Airbnb and get dried up, right? Oh, there's one here. I didn't even see that. Sorry. So we got to Airbnb. I didn't realize this, but our room, so it's an apartment room, right? Let's see if I can pull up the street view. Street view. There you go. There's this one over here. So this was our room, right? 4th floor. We go in. We have our luggages that weighs between 16 to 22. That's like one of the luggage that we were carrying was that 16 to 22 kilograms. I don't know what's that in pounds. I really don't know. We go there. The entrance is over over here, and then the stairs are over here, right? We're looking around. We're like, where's the elevator? There's no elevator. Fuck. It's 4 flights of stairs. We just like we're tired. We're somewhat wet. We're hungry. You know, we're sleepy, and now we have to walk up the stairs. It wasn't the best feeling, but we got inside. It was great. The Airbnb in itself was wonderful. There was a wall of mangas inside the room. Yeah, no, it was like they had, well, they had a washer and then a dryer unit, not a dryer, sorry, hangers and a drying rack, which was something I haven't really seen on Airbnbs. The kitchen itself was nice. It was well prepared, to say the least. So that's where we spent the nights. I think we got there around, let's see, what time did we land? So we landed at 4:15. We probably got to the train station at around, say, 4:45 to 5 o'clock. It took about an hour, so that's six, and then we had to walk and do our all slow shit. So around 6:30, I believe, is 6:30 to 7 o'clock is when we got it. 6:30 to 7 p.m. is when we got into our place, to our Airbnb over here. By then we were just almost completely wiped out, and we were just snacking on some whatever we bought at 7-Eleven, and we were like, I could, and I was like, I could really go for some fami chiki, because there was a fami chiki somewhere. Where is it? Over here. There's 7-Eleven over here. There's a fami chiki right here. Family Mart. And I was like, okay, so this walk, it's not too far. It's like it's literally a 5-minute walk. And then we open up the window. The wind was howling, and we were watching the snow, because I just wanted to know whether the snow would be like, is pushing on one side or whatever. But no, the snow is like pushing all around it, all around. It's going down, it's going left, it's going right, and the snow somehow went up. And I'm like, okay, I think like a blizzard was happening, and we turned on the TV because we just needed some background noises. But like, damn, bro, it was howling. The snow was just howling. It was a blizzard, to say the least. It is a blizzard. I didn't know about that, so we were just like, oh, okay, I guess we're stuck here. I guess we're stuck for the night, which was fine, because I was just gonna go out to get some more food, and not, but but whatever. I guess not. So we just picked our rooms and just went to sleep. The next day, because it was there was a blizzard outside. I have to go back here. The snow piled up to here, right? And I'll zoom in more over here, up to here, right? You notice anything about this door? Right? It opens outside, outwards. It doesn't open inwards. It opens outwards. The snow is up to here. We were planning to go to downtown Sapporo to do some walking and some sightseeing, because we were like, I think it's nice outside. It wasn't snowing, but it was like, it was still snowing. We just wanted to go out for a walk, and just kind of just have some fun, just look around, walk around the area, see what's up, visit Family Mart, get some family chiki, 7-Eleven, or get some food. But we couldn't, because the snow was up here, and we couldn't open the door. I had to call the Airbnb host to be like, hey, I was like, let's get there. There's snow in front of the door. We can't get out. Like, we couldn't. We tried pushing it with all three of us. We were like pushing it, and it just would not budge. Like, we were stuck. And so, a bit of a panic sets in. You're like, okay, maybe let's look for another exit, right? Because if you look at over here, there's a garage over here. They don't connect to anything. These are just stalls. They don't connect inside into the building. Like, oh, okay. That can't be, like an actual, this should be like a fire hazard, because there's only one entrance and one exit, and if it's blocked, we're fucked. Like, okay, where's another, like, a fire hazard exit? The fire hazard exits are these windows, that window, in this window over here. We had to crack them open, right? Like break them, like to get out of there. And I didn't even know this place existed because there's a crap ton of snow over here. Like I knew there was a garbage over. I just didn't see this. But I knew this existed because when you look at Fred's, it's there, right? But there was no exit in there. Yeah. So, I think it was around. What time is it? It was around 10, maybe 12, closer to 12. The the Airbnb host came in and shoveled us out. I had a gut feeling, and so I kind of checked on her, whether she was there or not. Thankfully she was there. She was shoveling it, and I just helped her to speed up the process. And this whole thing was just snow, and so this side and this side was two piles of snow about the size of this car. So we're just kind of throwing it over there, and I didn't realize the car was over here, and I was just kind of throwing the snow on top of that car because I was just like, let me get out, let me get out. And yeah, so we finally got the door clear. They just enough for this door to swing wide open, and we're like, okay, I guess we have to do this every time. Like, one of us just shovels the snow every now and then, for the next couple of days, because that's what I was expecting for more snow. But that was like the last main snowfall that happened in Hokkaido, or I guess to where we stayed at least. Yeah. Yeah. So that's not fun at all. The being stuck, being like damn, being at the mercy of Japan. Just three brown Filipino men being at the mercy of Japanese people is not really the best because again, we're brown and we're men. I was pretty close to calling 911, and thankfully I didn't. So, but yeah, we went for a walk. I think we went to over here, just look around the area, visited 7-Eleven, got some food in there. And once when we got out, I brought the shovel with me because it was like still snowing fairly hard, but it wasn't a blizzard. And so yeah, it was this one. See if I can move over here. So we were heading to Family Mart, which was over there, and we kind of just go to here, and I'm walking here with my shovel, and then I see the workers in this building and they're shoveling it out, right? And I'm like, should just shovel and help them, because as someone who comes from Canada, that's kind of what you would do, right? As a kid, you if you see someone shoveling, you just help them out. Like that's what I don't know, that's just normal for us, just to help out other people, and they're shoveling their either their sidewalks or their walkways or their path walk, right? You just help them shovel out because we're nice people. Yeah, I spent a good like 2 hours shoveling with them, and I couldn't speak Japanese, but I just started shoveling. All of them stopped. They looked at me, and they saw me. I was shoveling, and they were like, "Okay, whatever. We'll just let him help us." so, so seeing it from the Japanese perspective, it's kind of scary and stupid at the same time, because you just see a brown gaijin just shoveling with you, like on like a good on February 19th. I think that's a Wednesday or Thursday afternoon. You just see a brown man with a plastic shovel and going, all right, I'm gonna go help, but you can't understand them too. So I helped them out for a good hour or an hour or two. I'm like, okay, I think I've done enough. And so I started walking away. I'm like, thank you. I said thank you to them. I'm like, arigatou gozaimasu. And then I started walking away towards this area. And we're like, all right, I'm pretty hungry. So let's get some family cheeky. The whole thing was so stupid. So we got food in there. I'm wet from all the sweat because I was just shoveling with a freaking plastic, and I'm like, it's pretty hard. They had like metal shovels, which was good for like bashing through the snow and like through the snowish ice snow, and yeah. So yeah, we got Family Mart, and then we went across the street for some bentos for our dinner, and then we're like, okay, let's just and then snow started to pick up a bit more, so we were like, okay, before the blizzard hits, let's just walk back and kind of just wait it out. What else happened? I gotta see the Discord messages, because that's I can also do that. Give me a second. Let me pull up Discord. Oh. Ooh. Okay, hold on. Let us go into version. There you go. Oh man. This is nobody too. Yeah, it's nobody but we're close though. This is when we snowboarded. Went snowboarding. Yeah, we did go snowboarding as well. Not a lot of us, but just the four of us. Okay, hold on. We are 18. Okay, so yeah, so we went back into the Airbnb, and at this point we were kind of expecting the other three to come. I didn't know that they split off as well. I'm just telling stories. uh I didn't know. So one of them split off, and then it was just the two of them that stayed in Tokyo because their flights got canceled, or not, it got delayed, which in a very kind of stupid but in a very understanding way as well, because it got delayed because so the two went and got onto the plane and flew to Hokkaido. They noticed there was a blizzard that was happening, and so they kind of circled the plane like a few times for like an hour or so. And then from my friend's perspective, like he was just watching anime. So from his perspective, right, he knows that they're just circling around Hokkaido, so he keeps watching, and then all of a sudden, like, start flying, and then they landed, and then he looks out the window, and they're back in Tokyo. it's it's so, it's so, so they wasted a good 4 hours getting there and back, and just circling around Hokkaido just because they couldn't land safely. And I mean, it makes sense, but RIP for them. The other guy went into another domestic flight on his own accord, and he got through. Luckily, he got through. Oh, I shouldn't have shown that. But yeah, no, he was like, I can't. Okay, I'll just clip that out. But yeah, he got through the blizzard, and his plane landed. So we met up with him, and so I was expecting him to go through the same route as we did, which was go to Shiroishi, but apparently somewhere, I think Heiwa, or where is it? So somewhere, I think it is Heiwa or Shinsapporo Station. Somewhere in along the way here, they were like, "Oh, the JR trains are on pause because there's just too much snow, or not on pause, are majorly delayed because there's just too much snow on the ground." And okay, I'm like, that's acceptable. And so he goes into the tunnel, the rat tunnel for Sapporo Ebetsu Dori. No, that's not it. Same station, but just a little further, which is, shoot, where is it? It's not that far off. On, I do transit. Like, can I have this in dark mode, please? Oh, my eyes, bro. Ah, my eyes. Dark mode, dark mode. Dark mode, there's no dark mode. Break. Transit. Here you go. So you have Shigari Sapporo, Shirase, Sapporo, Shiroishi, Akoyan. There's no subway line here. Tozai, there you go, Tozai line. Kiku, Tozai line. If Shiroishi is over here, should be somewhere here as well. Shiroishi Station, which was a 20-minute walk from here to there, but there's a bus that goes from here and it stops and drives all the way here, makes a left, and I think the stop is somewhere 7-Eleven, somewhere over here. I didn't know this, so because I was expecting for him to go through here. So we're like, okay, so he's heading to Shiroishi Station. So we all start walking into here to like pick up the guy that landed. And turns out he's over here at this Shiroishi Station as the Tozai line. So we're like, oh shit. So we were just like, okay, just start heading towards the station, or if there's a bus in there, take it, because your bus is like, it's a long walk. I think it's a 20-minute walk in there. And that's when the snow started like picking up again and start sticking to the ground. So we're like, oh shit, okay, let's hurry up, right? And so we get here. Oh, so he gets here, he takes a bus. I think we're around here at this point, and I'm like, yo, I see a Burger King, let's meet up there. And he got off of this stop, and so he started walking. I was expecting for him to be here, but apparently I think he got off here. And so we were just like, we walked here, and I think the bus passed through, and then he got off at this station and started walking back because the Burger King was over here. And so we were like, oh shit, where are you? I think we saw each other somewhere here. It was just a waste of just this time over here. But again, I just didn't know, so don't blame it on me if you're ever here. So we get him to our station, to our Airbnb, get him situated, get him warm. So I was like, hey, we're gonna grab some food. All right, we stopped by a 7-Eleven first, so we can get some food, some snacks for him, and so we can also get some snacks for ourselves. And so we went into our Airbnb again. It's just not here. Not there too. Here. There you go. Over here. And I think it's about yeah. So that was second day. And then oh man, this store is magical. Super Arcs. I think it's only what do you call this? Exclusive to Hokkaido because there wasn't any Super Arcs in Tokyo or anywhere in the middle of Japan, central Japan at least. So I think it's just a exclusive store in Japan, a grocery store in Japan. This place, Super Arcs, saved us, bro. It saved us so much. It was insane. Where is it? What the heck? This isn't Super Arcs. Let me go through here. Anyways, this place, oh my goodness, it saved us so much because this was open until 2 a.m. I believe, or 12 p.m. or 2. I can just check it. Yeah, 12 a.m. every single day, which was super nice because that's kind of when we get home just right, like 2 to 3 hours before they close, which was really nice. But this saved our butts because it was there. It was like it's like a TNT. So there was ready to eat meals. It was a grocery station, and then you can buy whatever else you need in there. Either deodorant, toothpaste, toothbrush, whatever. It's like a simple grocery station, which it included everything: drinks, alcohol, lots and lots of alcohol, cheap alcohol. Oh my goodness, I missed alcohol in there. It's rough right now. I'm still on day 2, but yeah. So we went there, got a few food. I cooked a dish that was just had meats, soy sauce, and vegetables, and then I bought a pack of rice because I just wanted rice. I just wanted something that wasn't cooked, like ready. I already kind of cooked meals, and kind of just I kind of just wanted some home cooked meals because I don't do well with just eating restaurant or fast food meals every single day. I just can't do that. So yeah, I had to do that. So it was good. And then on the third day we went to, where do we go? Oh yeah, so that same night I decided to go for a walk, and that's kind of when I found out that my boots didn't have any soles in them. So it was just like the boot itself and the hard freaking layer that's beneath the soles. It's I made myself super drunk, so I couldn't feel the pain, and I kind of just I started walking. This was at like, shoot, so hopefully there's a time in it, at like one something in the morning, 1:10, 1:20 ish. I started walking from here. Let's just pick this. I started walking here, and I was like, let's go straight here. I don't know what I'm gonna find, but I just went straight here. I went straight here. I crossed this bridge. I found Round One Stadium, and I was like, this is great. But first, I wanted to stop here because there was a temple here, right? Mind you, there was a lot of snow on the ground, but it wasn't snowing, but there was just a lot of leftover snow there. I just started walking, and then I'm like, there's a Round One Stadium. If I keep walking straight up, there's a Round One Stadium, and beside the Round One Stadium there's Domino's Pizza. It closes at 10. I didn't know that, so I just walked there hoping that I would get pizza. So when I got there to find out that it was closed, I got so freaking mad. I was like, fuck. And I didn't realize there were people in there too. So I was like, oh shit, okay. So I kind of just I walked out of there, and so I kept walking and walking and walking. Give me a second. And then where did I walk into? There was something here. I think it was this one. Here's a photo. No, it wasn't this. I kept walking here, and then I turned right somewhere. It was around one here. Kept walking there. Got some runs. And then I looked at my maps and I was like, oh, there's some things over here, which was this, the Hosoken Gokin University. But that was like my final route. But I was like, okay, let's just stop by a few stations first. So I found this and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. I walked, and then I think I made a right somewhere here. Right before there's a, I know it was this. No, was it this? No, it wasn't that. Oh, there you go. No, Paddle Club. Biggest. This one. Don't question me. I went here. Not just on the outside, but yeah. I think there's a, yeah, Slauson over here. So yeah, I went down here. Go over here. Just looked around, and then I crossed Oyachi Bridge, which was really, really nice. Snow over here, and there was a little bit of crack for the river. And I was like, oh, what the fuck is this? So I walked down here and I was like, oh, this is like a round one, but I think it's illegal. So I kind of just walked off. And then I went to this Family in White to get some more beer and Red Bull, because I was like, I'm feeling a little tired now at this point. And then we can actually do this. Hold on. So where was it? So this, we can add this stop. So I went there, and then I went from round 1 to 2. Where is it? Not that one. Went down because it was like here, and I kind of just went down there somewhere there. Not Geo Sapporo. Oyachi Bridge. I went down here. And then from here I was like, okay, I looked at my map and I was like, oh, there's a shrine over here, let's go through that. But then I saw, no, where's it? I saw this, so I went here, and then I got ready, and I was like, oh, I could either just go here and just go for this, or I could go through this entrance over here. Right, this whole thing was ice. There was like a little bit of steps in there, but it was just pure ice. It's like I walked through this and I was like, I think I'm gonna, like, if I slip I die, essentially, because if I slip I'll just fall into the oncoming traffic. What am I gonna do? So yeah, I visit this Oyachi shrine. I can, so I went there. Oh, sorry, what did I do? Nothing. Okay, and then I was like, oh, that's cool. But I started walking towards here, and then I think I got out here, and then I saw this, and so I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. And so I go there too. I go here too, and I kind of like circle around this area over here. I go through here, and I go through here, and then I go through here for some idiotic reason. I go through here, and then I went down here. uh, I was like, oh, okay, let's go back to the university, right? So I had to stop. But then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drag my. There you go. So, so this was my path home. Oh, sorry. Yeah, there you go. Oops. Yeah, so this was my path. Um yeah, so this was my path. And I went here and go there for some reason. And then I didn't even go through the easiest way as well. I went through here and then not the I think it was somewhere here there was a park. And I kind of went through the park and then like halfway through this I'm like, dang, there's kind of a lot of I think there's a little too much snow. So I went back in here. So I go here, and then I went through here, and I was expecting to see this, but it was just filled with like snow because there was a bunch of excavators that was shoveling out the whole parkway. So I went there, walked around this entire area at like, what time is it now? Let's see. It's shoot at around 3:30 to 4, maybe like 3:45 to 4. I walked this entire area. It was dark, it was scary. I thought there was gonna be like that ghost in the scary movie. I was just gonna pop down and be like, ah, you dead. And then from there on I was like, ah, this is beautiful. And I went through here because the bridge was beautiful. So from here I decided to go straight through here. I was like, okay, let's just go straight because there's a little bit of a pathway here, which is really nice. It was really beautiful. And so I was like, okay, let's just walk it. I'm walking this. I'm walking this. I'm walking I'm walking all of this. You see this? It's turning into a V, right? And so I walked all of this until I saw somewhere here is one of my favorite restaurants, Matsuya. So I walked all the way back into there. No, so Matsuya has to be here. So I walked all the way there, and then I was like, I see Asahi beer, so I was like, okay, let's do this. It's been too. It's been more than 3 hours, and I was like, okay, I'm kind of tired. So let's go back to freaking the Airbnb over. This is the closest. Where is it? Ah, that's it. Let's go over. Yeah. Oh, let's go over here. The maximum. But yeah, this whole walk over here took about 30 minutes. So it was like a 3 hour. It was a 3 hour walk. What time did I get home? Like I got to the Asahi, the beer museum at sunrise. Like it was right on at 6 because I was just taking my time as well. And I was like, dang, it looked so beautiful. My feet were getting cold, and I was pretty much dead tired. And so I went back home, walked this for 30 minutes. I stopped by because if I read, that's an insane freaking story. It's not here. Give me, oh, I just closed it too. There you go. So I open this. So if I was, let's see. The 19. Right, we're a little day ahead in there. But yeah, no, we just walked around. Ooh, yeah, 19, because it was 19, the morning of 19th. And then yeah, they woke up around afternoon, and we were like, okay, let's go sightseeing in Sapporo. So we went into the Sapporo Tower, which was quite nice. It was beautiful. And I bought we went into a, what do you call this, a thrift store. I don't remember what it was called. But yeah, no, it was this walk was holy hell. It was great. It was great. Honestly, it was great. I had so much freaking stuff in here. This was just in the span of like of like 6 hours. Just bad. So it was good. Now we went into Sapporo because we were just this was the same morning that I did this walk on. So it was kind of fucked me up, not gonna lie. So yeah, 11.1 kilometers, pretty good. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. I'm pretty sure it was more. Yeah, so April 19th, we just went into Sapporo downtown, and we kind of just went into the this clock towers over here, and then we went to see the, what's that one strip? This strip, the Odori Park, and then from Odori Park we went to see the strip mall over here, this shopping district. And then from then on, we just went back and went to Super X again. The Nijo Market. Nijo Market. Nihon Market? Nijo. Oh, we went to Nihon Market, but we went there fairly late, so everything was either closed or closing up. Not really. I want to say I'm not really a big fan of, like, fishes and fresh fish, but I'll still eat them, but I'm just not a big fan of that. And so from there, we went back into, I think we just took the bus to go home. Naibo. But yeah, from there, we just went back into Super Save. Where's Shiroshi? And then the next day, we went into, where do we go? Tell me. The 20th. Oh my goodness. We're still on the 20th. And we just went to Beer Museum. Oh, right. On the day before that, not University of Hokkaido, sorry, I don't need that. On Sapporo Station, I had my first beer in there. Or not beer, milk. Oh man, the milk was wonderful. It was great. And I'd go there again just for the milk and the ice cream, and any dairy products was just absolute wonderful. Fuck. Okay. Sorry, I got sidetracked now. I guess I gotta go back. I gotta go back here. Oh shit. But yeah, no, it was like, again, we just went back into Super. Then the next day we went into the Sapporo Beer Museum, and we had some tasters. Beer was great. And then what did we do? We walked around, ended up in Sapporo again to get some more Pokemon cards. And then we met up with the other two that now came to Hokkaido, that just landed in Hokkaido. So they missed out 3 days of 3 days worth of going around in Hokkaido. In overall, maybe 2 days. No, 2 days. 2 days. They missed out 2 days, but that was okay because I give like days off for rest or like doing whatever else they want to do. So like we weren't on schedule, but we were on schedule, if that makes sense. Like it was kind of okay for us to just like still shoot. It's already 2 o'clock. Wait, I need to get this thing done. Uh, yeah, no, there were like days that I just didn't do. Like I didn't plan anything for this trip or for those 2 days, just for rest or like again just going back to wherever they would want to go or just shopping in general, which was good. It worked out for everybody. So yeah, by the 21st we were all there. Then that very first night we went into a conveyor built sushi, hanma plates, and that's when we kind of made our fat asses. I ate about 30 plates, which was good. And then same night we somehow freaking booked the Pokemon Cafe, which was what the heck. It's really really nice. I don't know what else we did into there. Let's see. See my photos. Beer museum we went into. The Sapporo Beer Museum. It was great. Beer was wonderful. A bunch of that. And then on the 22nd we went to Otaru. We left a little late. We couldn't really go around this area too much. But we mainly went there for the Otaru Aquarium, which is over here, which had the penguin walk. Not as good as the Asashikawa from what I'm heard, but it was wonderful enough. So here they have the penguin walks over here. You can kind of see the path the penguin walks. So penguin would walk over here, and you go in a circle, and then we just go in a circle here, and it goes into the center as well. I was lined up over here, and we were like, obviously as a brown, again I'm gonna say this, as a brown gaijin, I have to follow the rules more stricter because I don't wanna, I don't wanna bring down brown people more than they have already did. And I'm not even like, that brown. I'm Filipino. Like I'm Filipino brown, but I mean, to a xenophobe, doesn't matter what type of Asian you're still brown, and we hate you, brown. But there was this Chinese lady that was just like, that got into my shot while the penguin was walking, because she was essentially just following the penguin with her freaking 360 with her Insta camera, and I was like, what the fuck, bro? Like, just stay in your position. So that was the highlight of that. But yeah, this view was wonderful. It was great. Honestly, it was good. We didn't get to go here. I didn't even notice there's sea lion show over here too. I didn't notice. And then we went into, there's a go-kart over here. Sorry. From there we went back into, where's the freaking, that's general one. Raibo, Kyoshi, Fruck. Okay. Canal's over here. Otaru is over here. And we went into Naruto main shop, which served by far one of the best chicken places I've ever freaking tasted. So we ordered this. The chicken was so juicy. It was just, was so good. And then with this I also had the unagi, which wasn't okay, which was okay, but that was my fault for like, I should expect more. And then on the outside they have like frozen chicken in there. You can just like buy and like kind of just warm it on your own. It was delicious, to be honest. And then from here, we were kind of just after we ate, we were just kind of planning what we wish what we would do for the next day, and we decided to go snowboarding. And so what we did was to find a snowboarding gear, a place that sells snowboarding gear, which is surprisingly harder, which was surprisingly really hard to find. So I think we caught up somewhere here. There was a what do you call this? There was a store that sells snowboarding gear. Just a general store of it, but they sold mountain wear, Nike, Adidas, your usual clothing in there, which was good. It was great. Like Machi Street. It wasn't here. Well, there's another house. Sushi. It was somewhere. Yeah, it was somewhere here. I don't really remember where. It was somewhere here. And then we walked back to Otaru Canal. We saw pictures taken, and then we went back to Otaru. Went back home. And then the very next day, only four of us knows how to snowboard. We went from Art Station Shiraishi into Mount Banke, which was beautiful. It was my first experience of Japanese. Man, I'm getting really, really sleepy now. I'm sorry. Yeah, it was wonderful. The trails, the green one there. Sorry. Let's do this on Banke. There you go, Sapporo Banke area. Yeah. This was the lodge, and the mountain was over here. It was about an hour from our place, and we kind of just snowboarded. It was great. It was fun. Nothing definitely happened. We stayed there from essentially almost closing time, and around the best part about this was like there wasn't any like snow guns that I saw, unlike in the places that the resorts over here that mainly use snow guns, because we don't get natural snow anymore, or a lot of natural snow. So it was wonderful. I'm getting really, really sleepy, so I'm just gonna start speeding this thing up. I gotta work. Shoot, that's fine. So yeah, snow was good. There was a bell on top of this. We were kind of just trying to hit it, and whenever some other people would hit it, we were just kind of like, woo. Yeah. That's what happened there. 4:41 p.m. What the hell? That's not possible. We snowboarded. Yada yada yada. Time to get back. So we finished around 8. I think we got around 10-ish. And the next day we went to Costco, which was, oh my god, it was wonderful. Costco was great because they had this called the bulgogi bake, and they had the ice cream in there. It was a bliss. It was really, really wonderful. And then the next day on the 24th, we went back to Sapporo, buy some more Pokemon cards. Yeah. Then we just kind of just, sightseeing. Went to downtown, got to see the giant Nika whiskey NIKKA whiskey's poster in Sapporo, which is great. And then the very next day, oh my goodness, February the 15th, okay? February the 15th, we decided to go to, so from we decided just for no fuck all reason to just go to Rusutsu, which has the famous mountain of Nisekoi. Sorry, not Rusutsu. Sorry. There you go. Nisekoi. Okay, give me a second. Let me just. This trip was insane. It was so wonderful. Let's see. I think it was the Town Hall. Wasn't this? That's that one. 7-Eleven's over there. Bistro. Hilton. There. I think this is where we were. Okay. Let me paint you guys. No. Start early as possible time, man. Okay, I think yeah, it was exactly this. So we got into there at 11 something. Yeah, so this was correct. We woke up at 5:50, and I was like, okay, I'm not gonna shower because I know I'm just gonna stink. Whatever, I'll just bring extra pairs of clothes and then wipes and deodorant because whatever, it's fine. I'm just gonna do it anyways. We as a good measure, right? Sorry, as a good measure, we were supposed to leave the what do you call this? Sorry. We were supposed to leave the Airbnb at 6 because we needed to be there by 6:15. We left at 6:07. So with all of our backpacks and shit, and my snowboard gear, we just except for my actual snowboard, so it was only my boots and my helmet that I was carrying. We booked it. It was so freaking stupid because we had so much time, and then like everyone just woke up late, and we just barely make it. Just like I think it was like 2 minutes to spare, and to me that's like barely making it, because if we miss this first train over here, this first train, but I don't think we took this train. We took another train. Let's see if I can find it. How could that be? Yeah, okay. 6:55, 10:33, Chan Station to JR Station. Yeah. Oh, well. Hold on. There was an earlier one. There's an earlier one here as well. But yeah, this was really, really bad. So, was it this one? What we did on? It was the same. It was either one of these. We were just like being a bitch about it. I think it was this one. So yeah, sorry. I got it wrong. But it was still like 2 minutes before we left. Holy shit! Let me see my photos. 6:41. No, it was definitely this one. It was definitely this one. It's a 4-hour one. We didn't take Icky. We just took this essentially, and we just kept writing into that. So whatever this is, it was this, but it wasn't this. It was before 6:55 for sure. And initially, if we missed this first train, the local train, which was, I think it was earlier. Well, there was one that was earlier than this, but if we missed that train, this whole trip would have just been shit. It wouldn't have been worth it at all, because we would arrive there, instead of arriving there at 10:23, we'd arrive there at like 1. So that's a lot of hours already just wasted. But so we get there, like, okay, no breakfast. I think I just had coffee, and then the others definitely had nothing. And so we get into Otaru Station. So it's an hour already over here. So we're already 1/4 to our trip. From Otaru Station, there's a bus that goes into here. It's not this, it's this one. Yeah, it was the bus that took us there. This is weird. 9:35. Oh, really? It's weird. Anyhow, but there was a bus that took us there. We couldn't take the freaking JR line because the GPS said it was bus. So we took this bus. It was so much. It was such a long fucking ride. And then from there, like, there was a thankfully there was a 7-Eleven. There was a bit of a 15-minute window, just to, like, okay, let's go eat, and then let's go find the bus station over here. And I was like, oh shit, I can't read Japanese. I don't know which bus we're taking. I think it's this bus. And I kind of showed him. I showed the bus driver. He was like, yeah, this one. I was like, oh, thank God. So we did that. We got through that somehow. Oh, it was. Yeah. So just the thought of, like, just missing the first train just would have derailed everything for the rest of the day. But yeah, no, we went through the bus route instead of the train because the train was gonna be later than the bus route, even though it was longer for some reason. It was just the waiting time of just like, oh, I see you guys are doing this. I'm like, oh, okay, I guess so. But yeah, so we got there. We got to not the JR station. We got into the train station at somewhere here. There's a I don't remember. I think it was Niseko. The Niseko. Here we go. Hirafu station. I believe it was over here. I'm pretty sure there's one more here. Kachak. Is this one? Yep, it was this one. Ooh. Okay. Let's go over here. Okay, so we were dropped off at this station, and being first timers. Hold on, this is not it. Not this one. Sorry, give me a second. What the fuck? It wasn't Hirafu. It wasn't Hirafu. It was Niseko Station. There you go. Shiroishi Station. No, sorry. Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked at this point. Somewhere we essentially were dropped off here, and it was by far one. I think it was one of the coolest freaking stations I've ever seen for sure. It was really nice. Dropped off here. We were like, dang, this thing is like barren. Like there's nothing in here. This is the opposite side. Where is it? I guess it's the station without snow. No, sorry, there wasn't any plants or pumpkins in there. So the bus dropped us off here. It was about $24. And then another dollar from here to go to the Niseko mountain. The Niseko route, which was just we went to Hilton because we were like, oh yeah, that's like the closest one, closest quote unquote closest one there is. And then we just snowboarded. It was great. The views you get at Annapurna, it was wonderful because you see Mount Yote just right across, and then just it was just bliss. The only thing I had to really complain about it is the people not wearing helmets, which I don't know what it is with Japanese people and their helmets, but they're not really, especially with like the beginner area. Like I'd say 60 to 75% of them are not wearing helmets. I'm like, bro, protect your brain. I know it's like a one day thing, but like, damn, bro, get some protection in your brain. So we snowboarded and pretty much until we had to return our rentals, which was at, let's see if I have the time here. Can I do this? Yeah, so man, it was horrible. Niseko Akime. So yeah, no, it was great. We had some fun doing it. Then we just took we definitely took this. Yeah, we took this station to go back home, and again, we got on the very last bus from Niseko Hilton. Like it was the very last bus from here to the station, and then when we got there, it was the very last train to go from here to our freaking Airbnb. Like I was prepared to stay the night because I also packed extra clothes and then a bar of soap. Like I was just like prepared to just stay there. Like for me, I was like, it doesn't matter if I stay here or not. If I have to stay here, I'll stay here, right? And so we somehow made it back, and it was like, fuck, what time was it? 3 hours. Yeah, so 22:18. I don't remember what time it closed. Cause the Discord is on the 6:20. Yeah. else happened to there? Yeah, I think we just got home around 1 a.m. I'm so tired, but that's okay. 25th, 26th. It was like a miracle run, to be honest. It was just like, if we miss this, we're fucked. But thank God that it wasn't that situation, and that we got home safely on something like that. We also got, what do you call this, Matsuya. Because Matsuya's a homie. I love Matsuya. And then we just took the taxi on the way back into our Airbnb. I kind of just paid for it. And the very next day was somewhat of a rest day. I'd say somewhat, because we went into what do you call this, we went back into downtown Sapporo and then just did the same things. I went to Odori Park, went to the whiskey thing, and then we went into a sake museum that was in Sapporo, downtown Sapporo, closer to there, somewhere here. Nihon Market. Let's see if I can find it. Nihon Market is over here. Therefore, it's over here. There's a pizza place here. Pizza Hut. There you go. Yeah, I got this, and then there was a sake flavored ice cream, which is really yummy. Yummy. But I got sake. I got a bottle of sake as well. But it's just sitting in my room. And then from then on, we went home. And then the very next day, we went into Noribetsu. Yeah. Noribetsu. Which was great. We went into this place. And then, again, same freaking thing happened. I don't know why. Same freaking thing happened. If we missed the first train, we're fucked. But yeah, we got there in a fairly good time. I think it was around 11ish. So we just wanted to sleep in for a bit. We didn't go to the here. We just went into the Hell Valley. So we just took a bus to go there. And then we got there. We were like, hungry. Be hungry. What was it? I think they dropped us off. Engine. Was it? What did they drop us off here? Hell Valley is over here, and you get the viewpoints over here. So what the fuck? Where did they drop us off? It wasn't here for sure. It wasn't there. Let's see. Look at the pizza. Pizza Astra. I was here. Post office here. They dropped us off here. Nope. Further. No, this one. Sorry. This one, they dropped us off here. This is the bus loop. Yeah. The bus loop is over here, so we kind of just walked around. At this point, it was like raining really lightly. But like it was just continuously raining. And then we kept walking. Sorry. Kept walking until over here, and we were like, pizza and beer. So we all went into this. Like we shared the same brain cell, and my god, the pizza was amazing. the beer amazing, but the pizza, it was like, it was a thin crust, closer to Italy Italian style pizza. They had a open fire oven and concept over there. It was just beautiful. I gotta watch that thing, and I gotta watch the videos in there because it was freshly baked, like from oven to your table initially in like under 30 seconds. So it was like, oh, it was good. Then we went up here to see the bears, or to try to see the bears, but we couldn't because we were not gonna spend freaking $30 just for that. But so instead, we instead just kept walking over here, just towards the city. There's a show here somewhere. Sorry, go back in there. Vision. That wasn't this one. It was this one. When we walked by, this show was happening, which is just this was just as initially changed into the demon mask. What else? We went to the Hell Valley, which was great. We went here, and then we went over here. This was a public onsen. If they okay, so this onsen accepts people with tattoo, but the only con about that is if the people in there gets too scared of you, they can ask you to leave the building, and that's kind of a kind of a turn down for one of us, and so two of us didn't go into the onsen, and so the four of us just went into it. Saw each other's dicks, which is amazing, on each other's butts, which was good, and then after that we went back home. I kind of just told you what happened in the onsen. I'm tired, man. I'll keep her. But yeah. And so we land in, and so 28th is the day that we go back into Tokyo. And Tokyo was just Tokyo. It's initially, it's how it is. What can I do about it? I just did most of my shopping in there. This is starting to sound kind of boring. Because I left out a lot of stuff. But did some shopping. I did the same thing where I walked from like where did I walk from? I think it was Shibuya, Shinjuku. Oh no, it was from Shinjuku all the way back to the Airbnb. Shinjuku to Shibuya and then just all the way back into the Airbnb. I just kind of walked that entire spot. Insane. We did a karaoke session where we all kind of just like missed the bus on purpose, or missed the last train on purpose, and just got insanely drunk, go to a karaoke, sing for 5 hours, and then go home and sleep. So yeah, aside from that, nothing else happened. I don't think so. I think nothing major happened. Copy Bar Cafe. Oh, Pokemon Cafe was pretty good. It was busy-ish. Went some sightseeing for a first timer. I got some beer. I got extremely drunk. I got some more beer. Got the Akihabara. Got some all-you-can-eat meat. Sightseeing. What, like, just the normal things that you would do at Don Quixote. Oh, nothing. Yeah, nothing much happened really in Tokyo. Just did some shopping, some more drinking, and then just went back home. Apart from that, that was it. That was a Japan trip. Any highlights? Probably the Niseko miracle run, and that's it. Oh my goodness, I talked for 2 hours. Yay! That's it. Yippee! I haven't posted any pictures in there yet, but I'm so freaking sleepy right now, so I'm just gonna go. We're gonna speed run through this now. So, yeah. So goodbye. Thank you guys for coming here. We're gonna speed run this. No, it's close. Always. Dang. It's too off. Fucking train. Oh my fucking god. I couldn't even hear it. Oh, I don't fucking remember. It went at the same time as a fucking train. My best guess. Fuck. Bro. I would have gotten 49. Fuck that trade. Holy shit. Oh, that's so fucking stupid. Fucking trains. I fucking hate the trains. Holy shit. close. Oh, so close. Alright, I'll end it. I'll end my stream right here. There, let me. Let's save this. Save. You guys didn't say anything. Shut up. There. I'm gonna go to bed. Good night, guys. Thank you for coming here. I'm really tired now, and I still have work today. I'm just gonna take a nap. Thank you. All right. Bye bye. Goodbye. Goodbye. Thank you for listening to my Japan trip. Yeah. I don't think it was as enjoyable as I'd hoped to be, but hopefully to whoever's gonna listen to this, it's as enjoyable as you thought it would be. So thank you. I really need to get that off for you guys. I don't think I doxed anyone here, so that's the most important part of this. Yeah. Hey, goodbye. I want to do this one more time. See if I can do a better one. Frick. Already lost. Maybe 36. Here. Ah, close. I wasn't close. I was 20 off. Oh, yeah, look at this. Noise. I think to 40 off. One more. One last one. Sorry, one last one. Not worth it. Okay, I'll end it there. Bye bye. Might even transition it. That's pretty bad. Okay.